The calendar reads 2026. It is Week 18, final week of the regular season. Every game on the schedule, a division battle. This is one of the best. The Seahawks and 49ers come your way next. With Greg Olsen and I'm Mike Tirico, what a way to wrap up this regular season. One of the best rivalries of the last quarter century. Seahawks and Niners are underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Seahawks come out and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. What a great matchup here. The Seahawks, the Niners. You think about the last decade, the 2010s. This may have been as good a rivalry as the NFL had. So many important games. In that 2013 season, the NFC Championship game was a classic. Seahawks narrowly hanging on. They beat the Niners by 6. Richard Sherman, that incompletion at the end of the game that he forced on the pass to the end zone to Michael Crabtree. That just kind of continued on. Always an undertone. Good, respected teams, but tight battles when the Seahawks and the Niners share the field. On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg. Here's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground. And they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Third down, Purdy. Open man there, it is Horn. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Niners first down.
14 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 44. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop.
2 yards on the
So these,
pickup.
Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Waste of time.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Shotgun snap to Purdy. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready now for their second drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive, and he'll get 4 here up to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Darnold to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Niners heading out into their NFL rivalry-inspired uniforms for the faithful. That's the term the 49ers supporters use throughout the years. But if you look closely, you see faithful is written above the numbers on the front, and those numbers really stand out, a nod to the graphic style or font, if you will, that was used during that golden era of 49er football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy escaping to his left, and he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards.
We are through 1. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side, he got it. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the 1st down.
What a luxury, Mike. Grant, I mean, to have a guy like this that you know when you need these tough yards, you can just turn around, handle the ball, and let him go get it. He's had some success already here in the first half, and that's a nice run to keep this drive going.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Now a give to Walker, running right. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's JSN. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seattle.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
13-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime.
Brings up 2nd and
Greg and I
7.
back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. 2nd down, they need 7. Now Darnold. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5.
It's
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
Seahawks, first down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Walker trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Right at the line of
Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Darnold now to throw to the goal line and in. A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seattle. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Now the point after drop from Myers. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Purdy now on 3rd and 2. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Pass caught by Pearsall. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw once more, it's Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A 58-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He missed it. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the 1st half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the 2nd half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. 49ers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and inches. Off the play fake, Purdy. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player, but tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
On play action, here's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's another.
They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, 49ers.
46-yard line.
And that's just an awesome play, especially in the midst of that kind of pressure. The second his head turned around, there was a guy right in his face, but he gets the ball out quick, right as he's being hit, and his guy does the rest with the ball in his hands.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 1. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Niners first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
16 more yards.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Here's Purdy. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Rick Pearsall, touchdown San Francisco.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers get back in it. It is 21-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Well, Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent, but here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shaheed in motion. Throwing. Darnold. He'll get this out to the left flat. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. Purdy on 1st down. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another 1st down.
41-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee.
Still 1st down.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another 49er 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Purdy's pass complete to Christian McCaffrey. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll send a tight end in motion. Over in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That is hauled in at the 5. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown San Francisco. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers draw closer here. It's 21-14.
49ers 14.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he is out of bounds at the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play, and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. He'll get this out wide. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and So far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
And this is third down.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Niners offense getting set to get back to work. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's first and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And that is incomplete. But a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late?
Automatic first down.
From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
At the 33-yard line.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
First and 10. Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now, second and 4. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Here's first down. Now McCaffrey. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Open man there. It is Bourne. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
A first down throw for Purdy. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So now the extra point to, in all likelihood, send us to overtime. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. A safe kick taken at the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense. And if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. Now a first throw here in overtime. That's dropped off for Walker. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down.
Offense.
Let's check on the call.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. Out wide, it's a screen to cut. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front. Of course they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
So the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call.
Still first down.
Here's Purdy. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, McCaffrey. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down after a big second down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Still second down.
The motion man here is Bourne. Purdy now on second down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, 49ers. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense.
Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here's Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they have the first down. So, they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now, they'll set up 1st and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Again in the air for Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
The 29-yard line.
Here's Purdy again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy gonna put it up again. He's got it at about the 8. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And the 49er first down. 1st and goal at the
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. He's got it at the 3.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Back to the air is Purdy. That one, take it in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. So a win here for the 49ers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.